Hey everybody, welcome. Okay, welcome. Just welcome. I am so happy to see you. Welcome to my stream, you guys. You have no idea what it means to have you here right now. You are so important to me. You have any idea right now I would no longer even feel these things that I feel. That you are what makes this possible. Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand how meaningful you are to me? I cannot do this without you. I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I truly mean this. I truly mean this. I do truly mean this, okay? You have no idea. We are in store for so much tonight. There's so much to do. So much! Holy crap, we have so much! Oh my god! We're gonna be playing games. We're gonna be analyzing those games. We're gonna be learning from those games. Our minds are gonna be like, and then there's gonna be like, neurons firing across the room into that other city over there, and then we're gonna be pulling them back, and we're gonna be like, let's nurture you. You see, you little neuron, I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna put a little bit of water on you, not too much. Don't want to drown it. And then we're going to, put it a little bit of sunlight, and it's gonna grow. And then you are going to understand things that you did not understand before. And then you'll be like, Rebecca, how do I improve at chess? How do I improve at chess? How do I improve at chess? And I'll be like, this is how you improve at chess. This is the strategy you need to take. This is what you need to do. And we are there for every step along the way. We are going to do this together as one. We are going to grow like that little teeny plant, turning into a tree. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. You are going to get better at chess. Believe in yourself. Believe that you can. Because you will. It will not feel like it. You will feel this giant pressure surrounding on your skull, just being like, chess. And then you'll be like, oh my god, this is so impossible. I'm not Stockfish. I'm not a computer. I can't learn chess. What am I gonna do? I should just give up. Oh my god. But then all these other people, they're like learning chess, and now XQC is playing chess. Oh my god, I must be stupid. Oh, well, I'm just gonna tell you right now. It's a difficult process. It's a difficult process, okay? It's different for everybody. There is no cut and paste, copy and paste method for you to get better at chess. But what I will tell you is that you need to stand strong in your firm belief that you will improve. You have to show up every day and do the right things. And even if you don't do the right things, you're at least trying to do the right things. And that's what makes you a good chess player. When you show up and you try to do the right things, you end up accidentally doing the right things, and then you end up doing the right things on purpose, and then you actually win games. We're gonna win games. We're gonna win games, you guys. We're going to win games. It's gonna happen. 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 You're going to win, Darkside. Darkside. Welcome. I saw you joining the Discord. That was pretty awesome. But we're on this journey together. We are on this journey. Okay, this is a journey. Open the door. The door is opening. Walk through the door and go on this journey with me. It's right here. It's literally right here. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Holy crap, I am excited. I am eager to play these games. I want to be there with you, right there with you. We're like we are together doing this. We are together experiencing this moment in the universe at the same time. The same exact time. it's not all fun. It's not all fun and games. There will be times where we will experience devastating losses. And I laugh now, but at the time that it is happening, it is not funny. We are crying and we were questioning our right to even exist. And we pick ourselves up the floor. We're like, pick yourself up, and pick yourself up, and then you're like, snap yourself together, get yourself together. You are doing everything you need to be doing. Get yourself together. You could be a good chess player. You could be a good chess player. I'm talking to you, Rebecca. I'm talking to you. Okay, me? You talking to me? You're saying I could be a good chess player? Yes. Yes, Rebecca, you could be a good chess player. You know why? Because you show up, you do the work, and you never give up. That's what's really important. You need to keep showing up. Chess is not something you learn in a weekend. Chess is something you spend every single day of your life doing until the day you die. And yeah, like, you know, you can take breaks. Yeah, take a weekend off. Take a day off. Take a month off. Take a year off. Chess is always going to be there for you when you're ready. Chess will always be there. You're going to find yourself grinding tactics. You're going to find yourself doing hours, 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day, 10 hours a day of tactics. Because you want to get that edge. You want to get that thing that all these other grandmasters, international masters, national masters, you name it, even non-title players, 1800 players, etc. You want to have what they have. But you need to find it. You need to find it. And that's the journey I'm inviting you to join me in this pathway, this doorway that you are coming into my stream for. We are here. We are doing this together. But yeah, let's get to work. Let's just do a bullet because I accidentally clicked on it. Oops. I accidentally clicked on bullet. But we're not resigning because we're just gonna play it. It doesn't matter. 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 How about that? Alright. 10 minutes with 2-second increment. Let's go! We can do this. Let's get to 1100, you guys. We're going to get to 1100. 1100 rating tonight. Let's go. Bing bong bing. Bing bang boom. 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 Okay. Oh man. I gotta push. I gotta push. You ready to get destroyed by 236 Pro? Yes! The name is Waffle. Send me the challenge. And I'll play you as soon as I am done with this game. I'll see it on the queue. Just add your games into the queue. Just go like pop, 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 pop. And I will see your name on the queue and I will click accept as they come in. Welcome, 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 welcome. You are loved. You, whose name is Waffle, you are who I've been waiting for. Because I like waffles. I really like them. I like them with blueberries. I like putting blueberries on the waffle. Not all the time though, I am diabetic. You gotta be careful. Can't have too much carbohydrates. The name is Waffle. Not Waffle. It's Waffle, not Waffle. This isn't some kind of... Oh man, I'm losing. I'm losing so bad, you guys. I'm losing so bad. I'm down an entire piece. What am I going to do? Nothing I can do. Oh! I'm not going to throw in the towel. I'm going to finish the game. We'll play it out. Oh. Get a pawn back. It's not enough. Not enough. Oof. You know what? I did wrong. Nothing. Everything. Did nothing and everything wrong. I'm resigning. I did not mean to play that way. Should've just went with my gut instinct and played c4. Played bishop d3 and castles. Well, I am awaiting your challenge. The name is Waffle. Where are you? Where are you, Waffle? I need you. Where are you? Where are you, Waffle? Waffle? Waffle, I'm sorry I called you names. I know that it's not Waffle, it's Waffle. I'm so sorry, Waffle. You clearly stated the name is Waffle, but I pronounced it wrong. Or maybe it is Waffle and not Waffle and not Waffle. It's definitely possible. I'll get some water. Please send your challenge, otherwise I will just continue playing the pairing pool. Ah! Okay, I think Waffle left. I think Waffle was trolling me. Maybe he's just practicing. Maybe Waffle is preparing so that they can play me. So I'm gonna continue playing. Continue playing. Zero points earned for zero effort. That is how you win at chess. This is how you win at chess. You just make your opponent just like, you look at them and they freeze. Brilliant. 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 Alright, let's go, you guys. Smoke a you. Smoke a you. Smoke a you. Let's play. Come on, come on, come on. You play bishop f4? What is that doing? Why did my opponent make that move? Do they want a castle queenside? They're probably going to play this. They'll play this castle queenside. Duh. And then they're going to have a rook looking over here. You're definitely looking at c7. I'm gonna go for d5. Let's just go straight into it. Prevent any shenanigans from this pawn on d4. Okay, I do need to get this bishop out, maybe g6. But e6 works, it's fine. Bishop g4 will happen. Bishop b4. Okay, delivering a check, forcing my opponent to move somewhere. Maybe knight bd2, and then castles. Oh, so you're gonna direct it. You're going direct it. Direct attack. Direct attack. Let's go back. Let's just waste tempo. Let's go ahead. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not just waste tempo? I could have gone here, but then don't really like this outcome here. Castle first. By castle. Yeah, it's fine. No. I should have gone back there. Let's waste some more tempo. Why not? Yeah, let's just waste more tempo. It's all good. It's all good. All good. All good. Okay. What are you saying? I think I shut them up. Let's just give away that bishop since I moved it so many times. Let's just get rid of it. I don't know why I moved that so many times. What is wrong with me? Let's go. And instead of playing h6, defending against knight g5. I'd rather just play here, limiting both these pieces. So now you can't come over here. Well, you already can't. Oh, goodness. Whatever shall I do? Whatever shall I do? Yeah. Okay. Yikes. I do not like this position for black. Oh god. I mean, even though I have the H file opened up against my opponent's king, like, what am I supposed to do against it? Maybe I can open up the rook. Let's do that. I don't want to open up the center. Oh. Yeah, at least then I double up my opponent's pawns. Take. Yeah, you can just defend it with F4. I hope you're doing okay, whoever you are. Welcome to my space here, where we try to better ourselves. I hope you enjoy your stay here. I really do. I hope I can help you. And I hope you can help me. We can grow together. Just type, you know, type !challenge and you can send me a link. It'll send you a link and you can challenge me directly. It will automatically challenge you to a 15-minute plus 10-second increment. We can play Blitz or Bullet if you'd like. But I believe 15 minutes plus 10 seconds is a very instructional time. And will allow us to properly think about our moves. Okay, I can go here first. I can always just move the knight back. And then I can play Queen C7. I don't know how to play chess? Well, that's okay, Carl Bears. Everyone's welcome here, Carl Bears. If you don't want to play, that's fine. You can just watch. Hopefully we can learn together. I have been stuck at this low rating for many years, but I have been dedicating myself to getting higher rated. And we will see how far we can go. Trying to get to 1100 on rapid rating on chess.com. But this challenges me to an unrated game, so you don't have to worry about your rating. well, I invite you to do that, Carl Perez. I hope you can learn something. At the very least, I hope I don't turn you away from chess. And at the very least, I hope you learn something that's correct. I try my best, and I just have to tell you, I am not a master. I am not Hikaru Nakamura. I am just a pleb who is a really dedicated pleb. Okay, so... Okay, so if I defend, this knight's under attack, so I do have to... If I don't move the knight, my opponent's going to capture with the queen, so I do have to play d4. If you capture with the pawn, I can recapture back, and then I'm still defending this. So I do like that idea behind that move, because it keeps my knight into my opponent's territory. I'm covering these squares. And I am up a pawn here, so I'm actually up material. And in chess, we have a saying called superior force wins, or SFW. And so that what that means is that if you have more material than your opponent, like you have, if you count each pawn as worth 1 point, and you count the queen as 9 points, and you count the rook as 5 points, and then the knights and bishops are worth 3 points, and the king is basically infinite, but at the same time, you could say the king's maybe worth like one and a quarter pawn, and then at the end of the game, worth about 4 pawns. So when all the pieces are off the board, when the queens are off the board, and maybe there's a rook off the board or 2, and the pieces are off the board, and there's just pawns and a king, the king's actually worth like almost a rook. The king is really powerful at the end of the game. At the end of the game, after you've traded off the queens, etc., and it's just kings and pawns and stuff, you want to get your king into the center so you can control the board. That's okay, it might not make sense right away, and that's okay. That's fine. That's how chess works. The process is a continual process of, I don't understand something, I try to understand it, I somewhat understand it, and then I use that information to move forward. And then we just continue that infinite refinement. It's just infinite refinement. Okay, so I'm going to be attacking this pawn here. You can save it by moving forward, but then pawn takes, then I have to like connect my rooks. Because then if rook takes rook, and I have control over this F file. But I love the energy you have, Carl. Carl Bears. It sounds like I'm saying Carl Bears. An alternative here is maybe I could push this pawn, but I like the idea of opening up this file. And it's very important that I connect my rooks, because I do not want to start a trade, because then my opponent, if I start the trade, my opponent can take here, and then my opponent controls this file. Carl Barrows. Okay, so my queen is under attack. And I just take the pawn, and I'm up material. So when you're up material, remember in chess, everyone thinks about checkmate the king, checkmate the king, checkmate the king. But chess, and in fact right now I get a check, but not only that, but I get a piece out of it. So my opponent got a pawn, but I get a piece. And I'm just double checking to make sure that there's nothing I'm missing, like there's no checkmate, there's no, I mean, well, first of all, I'm delivering check, so you have to deliver with check. That's one of the big rules in chess. If you're in check, you have to get out of check. So if I do queen takes d4, it's check, and so you have to get out of check somehow. And so you either move the king or move the rook in front of it. Either way, I can still play g6 to get rid of this attack. So I'm safe. I don't have to worry about this queen and bishop just yet, because of the check. And if you do move the rook, I can just take with, I can take with the rook. And it's attacking the queen, but then you can give a check, so maybe that's actually not the best idea. So if you do put the rook in front, I would have to take with the queen, because otherwise it's not check, and otherwise my opponent would be able to take on h7 with check. I would just play king h8, but at that point, like, the queen can move. Like, well, not there, but queen can move. Okay, so you play that way. Okay. I can check this way. Yeah, let me get rid of that. It's another way to get rid of that. You can attack this way? I mean, defend that way. Oh, but then you just take. Not good. Let me just get rid of that entirely. So now I'm putting pieces in between the bishops and and my king. I'm feeling good about this game. I'm up material. I'm up a piece and a pawn. So my opponent gave away that knight earlier. If you remember where my queen is now, there used to be a knight there. It's because my opponent took the pawn, and then I was just able to just capture a piece. And now I'm up material. What you want to do when you're up material is you want your opponent to not be able to checkmate you. That's the most important. The second most important is just trade off pieces. And so if I trade off this rook, then rook takes, there's less material on the board, and your material advantage becomes easier to work with. You can start doing more things because your opponent has less things to complicate the position. And so you have, if your opponent has less pieces on the board, and then they're not going to be able to complicate things. I don't remember when I first learned this thing. I was like, what the heck? How are you doing that? Usually just remember, just best to just stay calm. Don't let your emotions decide how you will play. I know it's easy for all of us, especially during these emotional times that we're living through right now, but we must remember that during the chess game, the only thing that matters is pure cold logic. And we must calculate. We must grab our understanding of the game and calculate like a calculator. A calculator. We must understand that chess is a game, and it does not reflect who we are as people. Sometimes we get frustrated with ourselves because we might lose a lot of games, or we might not achieve what we want, and it makes us feel like it's something personal, like we did something wrong, and it's so hard to get those emotions under control. It's so difficult. Now, I am attacking this pawn, so if my opponent doesn't defend with a move like rook e1, well, first of all, if you play rook e1, I can always play rook takes f1, and then, well, bishop can still take, so you'd still be defending. Okay, so my opponent's just gonna not even do that. Yeah, so I'm gonna take here first. Check. And then take the pawn. Now I'm up an entire rook. I just gained a pawn. And I simplified the position. I got one rook off the board. There's only one rook now for white. And while I have a rook, it doesn't matter because I still also have extra material. You see, my opponent has one bishop, but I have a bishop and a knight, and I have an extra pawn, an extra two pawns, actually. So I have extra material on the board my opponent doesn't have. This is actually pretty intense here. Now I have to worry about defending this. Because even though you would lose a queen, after I take the rook would take with check. I mean, oh no, I could just take. Never mind. I don't have to deal with it. It's fine. In fact, if I check, King G1. I don't know if that accomplishes much, but on the other hand, Queen D6 accomplishes some things. Because now I'm looking at F8, and I can put my rook on F8 attacking the queen. And if you take, and if I play rook F8, if queen takes F8, queen takes F8, rook takes F8, king takes F8, and I end up trading off all the material. And I'm up material already because I have a central pawn and it's a pass pawn, which means I would be able to promote without any other pawns defending that pawn. Okay, well that doesn't change any of my plans. Just attack the queen that way. Bing, bang, boom. Oh, you're gonna go that way. Okay, well, bang! Well actually... I have to worry about that. If I take the bishop, rook takes rook check, king takes rook, check, I just get out of the way. It's fine. In fact, I could also just play bishop e8, but this one. can always come over here to... So what I need to do... Check. 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 Okay. Or here. Okay. I can go here first. Queen can't do anything really. Can't go there. And then I play here, and then you go back. No, I yeah, maybe I can move my knight over here, check. There's a lot of fandangling because it is queen versus queen, but I do have two pieces, so... Not terribly complicated, but at the same time, it's pretty it's not simple, okay? Like, I'm not going to be able to deliver checkmate right away. I have to make sure that my opponent doesn't have pawns that can be promoted. If I could trade queens, I would love it. But this queen being positioned here, really limiting my bishop. Like, I need to figure out where to put my light squared bishop. Like, even though I'm up a rook and a pawn, it's not so obvious how to proceed. Okay, well, if I attack the queen, maybe you go back here. No. I could just take the pawn. Well, I could just check first. Oh, and then I can check and then win the pawn with the queen instead. Back here, and then trade off queens. And then move the bishop over to c6, and I can prevent the promotion. It's pretty simple. Okay. But now I have a situation... Now I have a situation where I can start... Okay, here we go. I can win the pawn. And now I'm up a piece and 2 pawns. It's not so obvious that white can create confusion. Or not confusion. White can't complicate the position now. I'm just going to take the pawn, and I have material. All I have to do is just play a basic endgame. It's fine. Trade off the queens. Sadly, I'm going to lose a pawn. But I can check. I can even trade off the bishop for the pawn, just to make it super simple. But then it's like... I really have to play, like, really carefully at that point. Okay. There might be draw chances here, but I don't think so. I don't think white can force a draw here. Okay, now I can force this. Let's trade off. Check. Queen takes queen, bishop takes queen. And I can even just trade off the bishop, but I don't need to. I can just promote a pawn. I mean, I don't know. Bringing the king way back here, then I can bring my king over here. Okay, well that's just giving up a queen entirely. Definitely not the right move. So if you're already losing material and stuff, don't just give away pieces. Like, at least try to trade evenly or create complications. So now it's just completely losing for white. Okay, I can just give a deliver a check. You have to go here. Okay, over here. Okay. And I can just promote. And I need to capture that pawn. Let's go with that. And then just promote. It's fine. This queen and bishop are forever safe, so I can just promote. Okay, I'm gonna get my bishop out of the way. And then I can just do a ladder, a staircase mate. There we go. GG. Got to 1,071, you guys. Wow. Wow. Let's get to 1,100. Let's get to 1,100 points. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. go. Get 1100. Come on. Obviously, always open to challenging viewers, but obviously that's up to you. I do ask that if you send me a challenge, it be unrated, regardless of what time control it is. The default that I have in the link that is in the ! challenge command, that is defaults to a 15-minute game with 10-second increment, but you can challenge me to 3-minute, 5-minute, 1-minute, whatever. It's all good. But if you want to learn the most, play longer games, like 15 minutes with 10-second increment, at least, at the fastest. Whew. Yeah, that was actually not an element. I mean, that was. Yeah, let's. Okay, my opponent was actually pretty tough until this point. I shouldn't have won this game right because of that. It was actually kind of neck and neck. I mean, there was some imbalances. White's king was exposed on the king side, and there was doubled up pawns on the G file. But giving away a knight for no reason, that's definitely a loss. So White could do something like I mean, what's the threat? What black threatening anything in particular? You need to keep this knight here because you don't want the queen coming over, or even the knight coming over and doing stuff to the knight. You don't want that knight coming in doing stuff to the other knight. That's no good. We got some stunt doubles here. So yeah, critical moment for White was this move. This was a game-losing mistake. Better move. I mean, at this point, I mean, you need to control this square. So I don't quite know what White would want to do here. I mean, you could just bring this pawn out. You could bring this bishop over here. But then I can play bishop b7 at that point. It's fine. I'm going to be right back, and then we're going to play another game, or hopefully play against viewers. I mean, I am always here to play against viewers. So, everyone is welcome. If you think that you're absolutely a beginner at chess, you don't know how to play chess, I invite you to at least learn how to move the pieces, but don't worry. If you're a beginner at chess, you think you suck, I suck too, and so does the world champion. Everybody sucks. Everybody sucks. We all suck. We're all noobs. We're all plebs. Because guess what? The computers, the Stockfish, the Komodo, the Fritz, Alpha Zero, Leela Zero, they're the ones who are dominating. Okay, so we're all plebs to them. So don't worry. Don't worry if you think you're a beginner. I'll play you, and hopefully it can help you learn. I'm not gonna just be like, haha, you're a noob. You suck. You should quit the game. No, I'm inviting you. This is a journey that we're on. Chess is a journey, just like your life. Chess is something that you show up to, and you try to improve every single time, no matter where you are. And that's really what chess is. That's why we love chess. That's why everybody who loves chess is addicted to it. And most people who just look on the outside, they're like, oh, what's this thing? It's some nerdy thing, or it's some complicated cerebral thing. It's really not. I mean, it's really not using anything that you're not already doing. Your brain sees patterns. That's what we do. That's literally what we do to survive, is we see patterns. We see, like, okay, well, there's pieces, there's rules, and it's like a language and a syntax. So just like I'm speaking to you and you can understand what I'm saying to you, I can hand you something, and if it's like in the shape of a rectangle, you know what a rectangle is. If it has pages in it, you know that it's a book, and you can start reading it. And like that it has words that it's like black ink on a page, and somehow you know that there's like Gandalf and he's like casting a spell, and you know what a spell is. And there's all sorts of things going on with language that are so complex. And yet chess is the exact same thing. It's just a different kind of context. A different kind of syntax. It uses different patterns. It uses different rules, and that's really all it is. Any game really, but that's all chess is. It's just learning patterns. Anyway, I'll be right back, and we will continue when I get back. Okay, I'm back. I was just thinking about like thinking about like when I was walking once, and I remember I was like doubting myself. I was out walking, and I just like had a realization, and I pictured like everything that I had been doing were represented as a move on the chessboard. And I just remember viscerally like feeling that like I was making my first move, like I was making that pawn move, like at the beginning, like I was making that e4 pawn move. And that's kind of like, that's how powerful, like how powerful it was that like, I was thinking about everything that was going on in my life and how I was standing my ground. And I was saying, I can make my life work. I can get out of this rut. I can change my life. I can start making these incremental changes. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to happen overnight, but I started making those changes. Started hormones. Started living my life as a woman because that's who I am. I started living my authentic self. I started not accepting other people's opinions and letting them control me. And yeah, I was losing a lot, and I still am. But I made that move, and I pictured it in my mind as I was walking. I was like, that's what I've been doing. And this was like last year, towards the end of the year, like in November or so. And I just I remember that visceral image of like moving the pawn. Like that's my move. Like I was moving me. And it gets stronger and stronger and stronger each time I play it. And so I'm going to keep making that move. I'm going to keep making that move. And now I'll play a d4, of course. That's a different move. But I'm still going to make that move with the same kind of strength. And I'm going to use everything I learned from making this move. I'm going to use everything I learned from making that move. I'm going to apply it to this one. I mean, people don't believe you, and to this day, people still don't believe me because I still have not attained any success, like financially, in my career. I've gained skills. Skills only mean so much, and they're not ready yet. But I'm gonna keep making that move. I'm gonna keep showing up. I'm gonna keep surviving as long as it takes. And that's what chess is. Chess is literally you summoning the willpower to continue. Summoning the willpower to say, you got this. The willpower to say, I know it's tough. And it's one thing when you hear it and you're like, oh yeah, I've heard this before. But when you truly feel the weight of the world around you and the pressure that you have around you, and it destroys you, and you still get back up, it has a whole different meaning. It's hard to understand if you've never been through it yourself. If you're like, okay, well, you know, I settled. You know, I did the thing, and that's fine. Do not shame people for surviving. They're surviving in their own way. I'm surviving the only way I know how. Just I need to keep getting back up and streaming and playing chess. And we're gonna make it. And you're gonna be here with me the whole time. Every step of the way. And I know who you are. You're me. Because I always know there's one viewer. And that's me. I mean, obviously, you're technically not me, but what I mean is, in my mind, there's always one person who's right there with me, and that's me. I don't know. I just, it's so easy to just like give up. Except it's not an option for me. In my case, I got to a point in my life where this is it. It's just I have to keep making that move, keep getting back up, and it works until it doesn't work until it does. And I'm going to continue trying to grow, continue trying to strengthen my stream and my chess and my connections with others and my ability to integrate and be a useful member of the community. Because that's what I do. And whether or not it will translate to career success has yet to be determined. But it will. I mean, if I give up, it'll never happen. If I give up, it'll never happen. And so I have to keep showing up. I have to keep coming back and saying, this is my move. And it's not something you truly understand until it really impacts you as a human being. And chess can do that to you. Chess can do that where it's like you start learning chess, it's really fun, and it is fun. And then we forget that it's fun because we get so stuck in our training, we get so stuck in our quest to improve. It becomes work, and it becomes work that I love the grind. I'm kind of masochistic in that way. I like things that are painful, like grinding out chess. But at the same time, like most people, as soon as it gets difficult, they're gonna take a step back, and that's fine. There's no reason to push yourself. It's just a game, okay? But those of us who really want to improve, and who really want to push themselves into entire new ways of seeing the game, and entire new ways of seeing life, we keep getting back up and we keep pushing. Anyway, we're gonna do it, you guys. We're gonna get to 1100. We're gonna get to 1100. We can do this. Alright, so we have knight f3. I'm just gonna go for simple d5. It's fine. I mean, I could play e6, defending the pawn, but then it's like I did this for no reason, and also I'm planning on playing e5 at some point. Maybe play c6, queen c7, knight b d7. and then play e5. So this pawn here on d5 is already defended, so I'm just gonna defend it twice actually. It's defended by the knight and the queen. So I'm just gonna move my bishop to bishop g7 and prepare to castle. Okay, you're gonna come in with the check. This is actually giving me an opportunity to play bishop d7 if bishop takes knight bd7, and I ended up getting my knight to where I wanted it to. And there is the question of what to do with my bishop. Now I could hold off on that and play knight f6 or something, but then I can no longer play c6. And if I do that, well, this isn't too much of a big deal for white, because if I play bishop g4, white could always play bishop g3. Obviously I can't do it this turn because I'm in check. What I'm saying, if I eventually play bishop g4, white can always play h3. And if I take the knight on f3, the queen can just take, and it would keep the pawn structure. And then the queen would be facing the king over here. So I'm happy with just playing bishop d7, directly challenging the bishop. You could defend it with the queen, such as queen e2, but yeah, okay, so now this is definitely always a chance. I could always just do bishop takes b5, knight takes b5, a6, then you have to go back. But I could also take this opportunity. Well, first of all, take, and then play c6. That gives me the opportunity to play c6. And then obviously you go back, and then I play knight bd7 at some point. But I can just castle right now. Take the opportunity to castle, protect my king. But I do want to play knight bd7 so I can play e5. Oh no, I need to play queen c7 as well. Or I can play rook e8. So, okay, so you're going to start going for these attacks. They're not going to work. The knight's defending h7. King's defending on f7, so nothing really is going to happen with that knight. So, not defended at all either. Maybe you're thinking of bringing the queen over here, but I mean, even in that case, the knight's defending, so don't have to worry about it too much. Knight bd7 is a solid move, making the stunt doubles. Okay. Maybe thinking of pushing e4. It's definitely something. Well, now there's no longer a knight defending on e5, so I can actually push e5. If I push e5, if d takes, knight takes. If f4, however, I mean, it's a little odd. Let me play rook e8 first, because I'd rather be able to take with the rook. Okay, the c pawn's guarding that, so I'm just gonna play e5. If you take, knight takes, and then the bishop and the rook are guarding it, along with the knight.
Let this be another knot to tie around my bed at night. I know I've lost the fight to erase your face, my mind. Awake, I lie here staring up beyond the sky.
Okay, so queen h4 is threatening coming over here to h7. However, I can always just play h6. And first I need to take this knight. Oh no, I don't have to take the knight. So I can play knight 7 f6, knight 7 f6. And it's attacking the queen. And the queen's defending the knight. Oh, the c pawn's also, but I'd rather take the c pawn. Queen needs to move. And I can always play knight h5, and it gives the bishop back to defending the e5 pawn. Okay, well I can always play e4. It attacks the queen. The knight can take yeah, not. And of course knight can just take here. So knight g takes e4. So I don't really want to do something like e4. I mean, maybe you can play h6 first. Moves the knight away. Yeah, let's do that. I like the idea of getting that knight out of my camp. Okay, and then I like this move because it opens up the pawn and the rook to, you know. And I'm still threatening. I don't know if I want to do h takes g5 because after bishop takes queen. Oh, yeah. So this is definitely still a threat. You can always just move away. I almost think I'd want to play g5 just to strengthen this diagonal against my opponent's dark squared bishop. Unless I see something else that's stronger. If you play, okay, well if you play knight e4, I can just play f5 attacking the knight, and also that's threatening playing f4, which would keep the bishop away. Okay. Yeah, I can definitely just play f5. If I play f5, knight has to move away. Then I can even play e4.
This is not forever. Folks changing like the weather. Cold wind and all around. Toxic people being severed, like leaves falling in September. Cold wind and on the ground. You can cut me down, but I won't stay for long. I'll grow back again. Oh yeah, my roots are strong.
Okay. Yeah, I think I could just keep pushing e4. That adds a lot of strength. And then also, this pawn's now hanging. Maybe I can bring the knight over to f4, but no, there's a bishop here. Okay. Oh, well, you're just gonna take the pawn there. I think I need to move the king up here and then get some action over here along this H file. Yeah, I mean, maybe a slight oversight on my end, letting bishop come into h6, but I think it's not going to be a big deal. In fact, it might even be a huge benefit for me to come over and attack this file. And just... Okay. Now I'm just up material. Okay, I can just keep my king... Oh. I'm gonna keep my queen up here, and then that way I can put the rook... Okay. Yeah. Nowhere you can go here. Oh, you can go there, yeah.
What does perfect even mean?
I think I can just offer a queen trade.
Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside
Okay, let's just trade off.
It gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah. Yeah, I've discussed it with myself, and I'm disgusted with the way we're told to have a certain
If you push, I just bring the knight back, and it's defended. And this pawn is not doing too much.
we breathe. Every single thing we see curated. It's overrated. These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa. And if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to think. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah.
I'm gonna be offer off just to trade off pieces, simplify the position. Okay. Okay, well if I go here, if I play king h5, g4 check, king takes h4, g5 check, king takes g5. You can't play here because the pawn and the knight. So you can't play rook d5. If you ever play c5 attacking the knight, I just play... Okay, so they did exactly what I planned. If you ever play c5 attacking the knight, I just play knight d5. Oh, except I forgot that I would lose a rook. Oh god. Oh, never mind, I don't lose a rook. No, yeah, I do. Sadly, I screwed up. I screwed up. I screwed up. Well, at least I can get 2 pawns back. If you take the knight, then I take the rook, so... I can get a little bit of material back. Now, if only I could play my knight here. Oh! I could have. Oh god. I mean, it works out similar, just different. There's gonna be less pawns on the board now. What did I do? What? Oh, never mind. I couldn't have done that because of the pawn. Okay, so never mind. That's all I could have done. Oh, I'm walking into checkmate. Check. Mate. Actually, not quite. Still have to move back. And then I can play rook h8. Okay.
like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah. I'm going mainstream. Damn. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Woo. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Just saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters. Tell me where they at, I'm the new pop, all I do is rap, though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stats, yo. Everybody wanna do the same thing. That's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing, and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.
Okay. If I take here, knight takes b2, rook f7,
I'm going mainstream. Mainstream.
rook h8.
Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.
Okay. This is really tight. Oh no! Yeah, it's too tight. I should have seen it. Obviously, there was nothing I could do. There was nothing I can do. I mean, I could have played here. Never mind. This is the only move. 93. Then you go here. 8. Yeah, this was really screwed up. This was really screwed up. Here, let me look where I screwed up. It was very tight. Okay, yeah, this was the mistake. I brought a defender away. I needed to play king h7 first because that defends h6. Now if fish takes h6, well, no. First of all, you can defend here, but then knight is guarding. But now my bishop is freed up a little bit. So these pawns are kind of. I mean, I don't know. This is good for white and black. I feel like this would have had equal chances. However, I saw the pawn. I didn't realize that it just completely opens up a window into my territory, and I do not want that. So I could even just play g5 first, but I need a defender here. So maybe knight e7. Maybe queen d7, guarding the knight, and then I can play g5. If I ever play g5 though, then you play knight h5, and I don't know if I'd like that. So either way, lots of things that could have gone differently, but I miscalculated. Tried to make the best of it I can, but it's... But I went after the material instead of realizing there's a mate threat, obviously. If I go here, then you just mate. I can't go forward because the king and the rook, so I needed to, not only that, but this also attacks the rook, and so now, obviously you can't just check, because the knight will take, and now I'm actually kind of doing okay, but I wasn't thinking correctly. I don't know. I think it's time to call it a day. Thanks for stopping by. Too bad I didn't get to play any games. Feel free to stop by tomorrow after PogChamps and we can play some games together. So PogChamps tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Let's see, who's going to be playing tomorrow? Just as a reminder. So I will be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. to cover the PogChamps tournament. Tomorrow... Yeah, tomorrow is June 8th, and so we have at 1 p.m. we have Erob versus Nate Hill, and 2 p.m. Voyboy versus Fusli, and 3 p.m. we have Hutch versus Yasuo. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be interesting. We're going to cover their games. We're going to analyze their games. We're going to learn some chess. Okay, bye.